Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. Well, I've got a viewer letter to answer today asking about a particular brand of tractor. And I usually don't recommend one brand over another, but I'm going to tell you the background of this brand. And this particular brand that has the name on the side didn't build the tractor. And that's really common in the business. You may be surprised to find the compact tractor you own wasn't built by the company whose name is on the side. And we're going to talk about the good and the bad of buying a tractor from a company whose dealer that's selling it to you didn't actually build the tractor. Let's get to the letter. Letter comes today from Megan, and Megan says, I have the opportunity to purchase a used Bobcat tractor, and I don't see much of Bobcat on your site. Can you tell me any pros and cons with this brand? Megan. Well, Megan, first off, where did that come from? Did Bobcat make it? No, they didn't. That particular tractor is made by a company called Daedong, which is the parent company of Kioti. And Kioti is a big South Korean company. I used to be a Kioti dealer when I was in the business, and at that time they made excellent products. So if nothing has changed, that tractor that says Bobcat on the side of it is an excellent product. You don't have anything to worry about the product itself. But what you might think about before you buy it is who services the tractor. Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. But first, let's talk about why there are so many brands of compact tractors that are not made by the brand name on the side of them. And it's all about one thing and one thing only, and that's volume. If you go down the line of the different manufacturers, John Deere has a factory in Georgia where they build their tractors, but the bulk of their compact tractors are made by Yanmar. And Yanmar makes an excellent product, nothing wrong with that. In the early days of John Deere, when they were first getting into compact tractors, pretty much a John Deere tractor was a Yanmar painted green. Now, John Deere's volume is enough now they can special order the components and assemble them in Georgia, but they're largely Yanmar. And of course, Yanmar has a dealer network in North America where they can compete with John Deere. And so you might have in one town a John Deere dealer and a Yanmar dealer selling not the same product, but similar products that the bulk of came from Yanmar. And we'll talk about how that puts a bad taste in dealers' mouths. It's really bad on some other brands. CNH, Case New Holland, if you buy a New Holland compact tractor, and Case is not real big in compact tractors, you don't see too many of them, but if you buy a New Holland, that's an LS tractor. LS bills for New Holland on the small end. And so those could be almost identical tractors. And when LS changed their color a couple of years ago, I'm not even sure they're not the same color because they're really close. But you see this in the tractor business all the time. We've seen Mahindra buy some tractors from TYM, and TYM is a big South Korean company, and they seem like they want to sell to everybody. You see TYM dealers, you see Rural King tractor dealers that are selling the TYM product, and you see Bad Boy Moores having a tractor line, and they're built by TYM. So TYM is selling to a lot of people, and I'm sure their local dealer network doesn't really like that. But let's talk about why that is. And the one thing that causes so many companies to sell to so many actual competitors is volume. To be competitive in the compact tractor business, you've got to build a lot of units. The more units you can divide your costs over in the factory, the more competitive you'll be, the more you'll sell, and that even helps you with a competitive advantage. It's kind of like a snowball rolling down a hill. So if you're a tractor manufacturer, you want to spread your cost over as many units as you can. And if your dealer network is not one of the major dealer networks, you may sell to a competitor. And the disadvantage of that is you've got existing dealers in the market that are screaming, whoa, I've done all this work to promote your product, and you're selling to a competitor. And there's validity to that. But it may be the fact that both sell more because of the volume that is added to the factory and the decrease in costs associated with that. In other words, it may make both brands more competitive with the other brands that are out there. So what's the danger of this? Well, the danger of this is Bobcat going to be in the tractor business forever. And I don't know. When you look at the industrial dealers around the world, and you look at dealerships that sell industrial products, like John Deere Industrial, that's a separate dealer network from their agricultural tractor division. And you look at Caterpillar and some of the other companies that are in that market, it makes sense that because they have a strong dealer network and there's a lot of compact tractors sold in their area, that they would have a compact tractor available to them. It looks good on paper. Same thing with Rural King. And Rural King is a big farm and home supply store, mostly on the eastern part of the U.S., that also sells tractors, again, built by TYM. And you've got these companies, these dealers, these stores that are there. And in the case of the industrial guys, they've already got a service department. Why would you not sell compact tractors through them? Well, the simple fact of the matter is every dealership has their favorite products and then the ones that they're kind of burdened with. And with industrial products, most of your industrial dealers that sell skid loaders and backhoes and mini excavators or all that kind of stuff, they make more margin on their industrial stuff by far than they'll ever make on their tractors. And it's kind of always been that way. The industrial guys make a good margin on their stuff, and it's this price, and the people that are buying those products are making their living with it. And if they can cash flow the payments, they're in. They'll deliver it, and they don't negotiate a lot on price. Your typical tractor owner, especially compact tractors, doesn't make a living with that product. So it's kind of a want it more than need it, and it's not generating any capital. So they're going to negotiate down to the bottom dollar, and the dealer is not going to make as much off of them. Also, the parts business is more on industrial products. If you're out using a skid loader, it's going to break down and wear out parts a lot more than a compact tractor. So all that to say, a lot of the people that are in the industrial business, like Caterpillar and like John Deere Industrial and like Bobcat, have a great passion for servicing their core products and make them the most money. And tractors are kind of an afterthought. Now, is that the case with Bobcat? I don't know. I don't know how the Bobcat dealer network has embraced tractors. There's probably parts of the country and certain areas where compact tractors sell a lot that they're all in. They just love having those small tractors. And a lot of the people that buy a mini excavator or buy a skid loader are going to own a tractor as well. So it's the same clientele that's out there, landscapers and different people like that that work in construction. So there's probably a lot of Bobcat dealers that are fully bought into the product. And then there's probably some that are just like, oh gosh, I have to sell a tractor. I don't make any money on this. I'd rather be dealing with my industrial people. So that's the danger. Now, to get back to Megan's question, who services the tractor is the question I've got. And the Bobcat dealer, if you've got a Bobcat dealer locally, I'd call them and ask them, do you offer and stock parts for these and service for these? And what's your picking up and delivery? If there's something goes wrong with it, what's your policy on that? How much do you charge a loaded mile to come out and get the tractor and take it in for service? And then call your local Kioti dealer who's got virtually the same tractor and ask them, hey, I'm thinking about buying a used Bobcat. Are you willing to service it? And can you get parts for them? Now, a couple of things to understand. If I'm a Kioti dealer, when Kioti and Daedong decided to offer the Bobcat product to the Bobcat dealers, it really upset me, especially I've got a local dealer there. I'll tell you what it's like. And this is a bad analogy. I'm sure people are going to comment on this, but it's like a hot girl moves into town and you and your cousin are both chasing her and your cousin gets her pregnant and then they want you to babysit. That's what it's like if you're a Kioti dealer and you're being asked to service a Bobcat product. The Kioti dealer cannot do any warranty work on the Bobcat product, and the Bobcat dealer can't do any warranty work on the Kioti product. But they may both be able to get parts and do service work that's not warranty on those. The difference in the two is if you take it to a Bobcat dealer, their labor rate may be higher. And when Bobcat is selling those products, those parts that go on that tractor, they're buying them from somebody else, marking them up, and selling them to their dealer who's marking them up. If you buy directly from a Kioti dealer, They're getting their products, their parts directly from Daedong or Kioti. And so there's no second markup. So the parts could be higher and the service labor rate could be higher. But if you've got a really strong Bobcat dealer in town and they're willing to service it and enthusiastic about it, go for it. But if your local Kioti dealer is closer to you and they do people right, you might get cheaper service and as good a service as from the Bobcat, or maybe even better. So Megan, to answer your question, long answer your question, I would call my local Bobcat dealer and ask them what their opinion is about servicing their Bobcat tractors, which they didn't build, and then call your local Kioti dealer and see what they say about it. And I would want a relationship with whichever one is the most excited about servicing the product. And if I were a Kioti dealer and you had a Bobcat product, I'd be all in because you're a new customer. Now, if you're asking me if you buy a brand new one, will I do warranty work on it? The answer is absolutely not. If you want me to do the warranty work on it, you need to buy a Kioti. But if you're buying a used tractor and you want to see who'll service it, if I were a Kioti dealer, I'd be glad to service it for you and make you a new customer. I appreciate you watching my videos. I would be honored if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking the mic face icon. Make sure you check the bell so you get notified when I post future videos. Here's a link to my website and the Tractor Fun Store with cool things for sale for the tractor owner. It helps support my channel. And here's another couple of videos you might want to watch. Thanks for watching.